Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Boss Women Network. But now we the CEOS, but Boss Women Network is in the back. CEOS is still bosses, but CEOS means you're a female CEO who basically puts herself first. You know, Boss Women Network was about supporting everybody else. CEOS is about yourself, building yourself, your mental health, your confidence, everything about you first before you can help somebody else. And to me, that's what a CEO is. And she's a female, so that's us. And that's what we represent. Today, I have special guest, Miss Tiffany Michelle. She is a powerhouse businesswoman. She has dibbled and dabbled in a lot of different things. But today, we're here to talk about this extravagant event she has going on. She is an amazing travel agent, business owner, and she's going to talk to us today about that and tell you who she is and how she got into this business and the name of it. I mean, just everything. I am Leilani. I'm your host today. So let's get started. Hey, Tiffany, thank you for joining me today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
All right. So tell us about your experience. How did you master the art of events and travel? And because I know you're a seasoned travel agent and expert, so tell us, how did you even get into that business?
Oh God. So I come from a background of travel. My dad worked for the airline. My mom worked for Hertz Rent a Car. And so we would travel a lot because we flew for free. And I just wanted to get the component of the hotels. So that's initially how I got my travel agent's license. And it was really just for family. And fast forward, life started life and I got laid off from my job, and then I decided to go into it full time. And then loved it, loved planning trips, and just kind of, figured my way through it on how to make more money, which is how I got into groups. And because I started realizing, like, if I'm just planning one trip here, one trip there, like, I have real bills.
I'm gonna make the money.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the money. Like, if you're getting $75 here from this person, like, you have to book a lot of people.
Right.
So that's kind of how I got into groups and doing group travel.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So what is one of your biggest trips that you've done so far as a group? Where have y'all gone?
The last one I did was out of New Orleans, and we went to Cozumel. A lot of the ones leaving from around Texas is going to Cozumel. I have one coming up at the end of this year. That one is going to Bahamas, a new port that Carnival has out of the Bahamas. I think it's called Coco Cay or something like that. And so that one is leaving from Miami. So then you go to the fun ports to Bahamas.
How long does it actually take you to plan? I mean, is it like you work, we contact you, and then maybe here we are, this is February, about to be March. Is it as fast as where we can get to traveling and come June, or we have to wait a whole year before we can go ahead?
I would say at least 6 to 8 months from the time you announce it to the time you travel, because that gives people time to pay. And then you always want to have an income tax period in the middle. Like now, this is income tax time. So we announced it in the one that I'm doing in November, and then now we have the income tax time, because that's where you're going to get a big rush of people.
Okay. Before we get to talking about what type of cruise this is that she's planning right now, let's see. You always had a knack for planning trips, and you found your way to turn that into a thriving business. And what made you realize this was more than just something you were good at, though? And how did you build your brand around it?
I realized I was good at it when everybody kept calling me to do it. And it's like, it was really like family. Like, I would do it for my family, and I pay a lot of attention to detail. Like, I love doing it. So I put all the small details in it. And so, like, when I would do it for my family, we would have an itinerary. I would list out restaurants in the area, the reviews on the restaurant, what type of food, or where we can go for this, that, like, everything was planned out. So everybody would always say, oh my God, like, when you go, like, I don't have to do that much thinking. You have everything right here for us. And so, they just kept calling me to do it, and I like doing it.
Oh, that's
So,
good. Well, that tells it all right there. If the phone keeps ringing, then we know, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
um, you're not just booking trips, you're producing experiences. And guess what, y'all? That experience is called the Third Coast Hip Hop Cruise. That's the one that she's promoting right now. What inspired you to create something on that level, and what does it take behind the scenes to execute an event like this? Tell us about the event.
Okay, so the event is a 4-day cruise leaving from Galveston, August 20th through the 24th, and we have some of the Houston artists here. So the artists are Slim Thug, Lil Kiki, Jeff Shelley's going to be our host. DJ XO is going to be one of the DJs. We have Direct. We're going to do a tribute to DJ Screw. So I wanted to create this because I wanted to create something for Houston, because I've done it before for clients in other areas. Plus, I've also been on performance cruises, and I just feel like Houston always gets overlooked.
We do.
Yeah, we just get overlooked, and we have a lot of good people. Here we have enough artists and enough talent here in Houston to do our own thing. So that's how I came up with it. I didn't know how it was going to be received. I sat on it for a long time, and I just kept going back and forth with myself, and God just kept saying nope, 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 nope. Yeah, and I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I just did it.
And that's how God works. You just go listen to him, because He's gonna keep making it stay on your
It's
mind
gonna stay.
until you move. It's
Yep.
gonna keep on pushing that you hit.
Yep.
Until you just go ahead and move on it.
Yep.
So how did you end up getting these artists to get involved on it?
Initially, when I was gonna do it, like in I think it was 2023, I was having discussions with Slim's manager and Kiki, and just pitching it out to see how they felt about it. And everybody was really receptive of it. And Power, I was really excited about it at the time. And so we were gonna do it, and then I was working with somebody that was supposed to be an investor, and then that fell through.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, and so that fell through, and so I was just like, okay. And so then, like, fast forward to now, actually, like, this was my gift to me for my 50th birthday. Because I said, you know what, you're gonna be 50, just because I was gonna give me a car. My birthday is November.
Okay.
So yeah, so for me turning 50, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do, because I was gonna get another car. That was gonna be my present.
Oh yeah.
And God was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're gonna do this, and then you're still gonna be able to get you another car.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So I just went into it, and like you said, it just kept staying on me, kept staying on me, until eventually I say, you know what? I took every dime I had to the penny, and I said, you know what, God, I'm trusting you. I said, I'm trusting you. I'm taking everything I got, and I'm gonna put it into this, because you keep it's keep being in my spirit. And I did. And listen, the minute Slim Thug shared it's been going ever since.
That's how, you see how that goes. We always talk about stepping out on faith, and just going and not waiting, not worrying about what's the next step gonna be. Just going and listening to God, because God gonna tell you the step to take, and then you just have to run with it, even if you don't know if you're gonna have money, what's gonna happen, what you're gonna do. You just gotta go with it.
Yep.
I love that. So it's been going ever since.
Yep, it's been going ever since.
So how long do we have to book before we sold out?
I have about 70 more spots.
Oh, that's not a lot of spots. Yeah, that's a big ship.
So we're taking 500 people. We don't have a whole ship. We're taking 500 people, and out of that 500, I probably have maybe about 65, 70 more spots.
Wow. You heard that? You better try to get on that cruise.
Yeah.
What are some of the amenities? What's going to happen on this cruise?
So we're going to have our private events, of course. We're going to have something going on every day. And then Carnival also has their entertainment that you have access to as well. Then, of course, you have the food is included and all that stuff. So, yeah.
So I want to run down. So the first night, The first night of the cruise, what's going on? What's happening?
First night we get there, we checking in, getting everybody checked in, and we're gonna do a welcome party that night. And that's gonna last probably about maybe 3 or 4 hours. And just like party, everybody there, DJ, good time. Um, Second day, we're not getting off. Same thing. We're gonna do a panel, and so it's called Media and Music Panel.
Oh, cool.
And so Latoria is gonna be on there. D-Rec is gonna be on there, and I think some other people are going to be on there. And then that's during the daytime. And then at night is when we're going to do the DJ Screw tribute.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Are those performances?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to have that. Third day is when we get off the boat. So we're going to get off in Cozumel, and it's just kind of like a, have fun, do what you want to do day. Mm-hmm. And not really sure if we're going to do something when we get back on that day, because we get back on at 5, and then people still will have to go to tired and got to go to dinner and stuff like that. So if we do, it may be like something quick that day. And then the last day is when we have the concert. So we'll have the concert with Slim, Kiki, EXO, and all that stuff. So
oh, that's cool. Y'all hear that? It's gonna be a whole weekend full of fun.
We're gonna
concerts,
keep you busy.
Everything. And you say on the cruise. I've never been on a cruise. I've been scared ever since I've seen that Titanic movie. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I've been afraid to get on the cruise. But
it's so many people, this is their first cruise. Even some of the artists. I know EXO said this is his first cruise. Jeff Shelley said this is his first cruise. So it's so many people. It's like, oh my God, this is my first cruise. So
yeah, so I'm like terrified, but I don't know. So I don't know. Like, so the food comes with the cruise.
Mm-hmm. The food is included.
The drinks,
non-alcoholic drinks is included.
Non-alcoholic beverages are free. That too. Oh man, so it's like food all day long.
Food, entertainment, everything is included. All you're doing is getting on.
That is so cool. That is so cool. So, man, I might have to check into that cruise.
You gonna have to come.
I might have to check into that. I have to check into that for real.
Yes.
So what about the people? How do you keep because if you're only getting 500 rooms for your guests.
500 people.
Yeah, 500 people for your guests. And all of the other people that's on there that booked from just getting on the cruise, how do you determine who's who?
We give wristbands.
Oh, okay.
So we give wristbands. There's a check-in on day one. And then even after, let's just say you missed that or you get on late or whatever, and we're already closed down, there'll still be somebody at the door. So we'll be at the door for each event, checking wristbands. If you don't have one and you're like, hey, no, I booked y'all, we'll be there with the computer and can look you up and give you your wristband at that time.
Oh, you heard that? So you will not be able to book that cruise.
Tight ship.
You booked the cruise and it's got that event going on there. Does not mean you're going to be able to enjoy the festivities, but are you going to, what if somebody is on that cruise and they be like, look, I got $1,000.
We can't sell. Yeah. So I can't sell or solicit anything on the ship. So, and I'm not going to mess up my relationship with Carnival or my integrity. Yeah.
So you better book before the cruise. Otherwise, you get on that cruise thinking you're going to pay to get in some of those shows while you're there. It's not going to happen, y'all. So you better book in advance. You mentioned that one of your biggest challenges was learning the business sides and working directly with the hotels, cruise lines, and vendors. What did that process teach you about ownership and growth?
It taught me a lot about connections. I learned really quickly that a lot of times it's about who you know in this industry, because if you have good connections at hotels, a lot of times you'll be able to go and won't have to pay nothing.
What?
Like during COVID, I was in Cancun for like, I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks. Didn't pay a dime.
Wow.
Didn't pay a dime.
Didn't pay a dime.
Yes. And I stayed at 3 hotels. I was like hotel hopping because I know people, from doing different events in Cancun, and nobody was really traveling at that time during COVID. So yeah, of course they was like, yeah, we ain't doing nothing. Like, go ahead and come. So a lot of it is about who you know, even in the cruise industry. If you just build great relationships and you do good business, to go back to your question about will somebody be able to pay on the boat? That's my integrity in my relationship with Carnival. So even though that $1,000 is tempting at that time to let one person in, But what about down the road when Carnival's like, she knows she's not supposed to be selling on here, and now this is back
Mhm.
on us and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's just about, as long as you do good, clean business with people, and they know, hey, it's kind of like a relationship between both of us. Yeah.
I like that.
Hmm.
So are y'all not even able to sell any like your merch?
Shirts, no,
Nothing.
nothing. Mm-mm. So
Oh.
everything has to be like, the shirts are on the website, so everything has to be pre-purchased.
So they can buy it in advance and wear it on the cruise.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. We'll hand it out to them because I don't want them to forget it, because I know I want you to wear it on the cruise. So yeah, so I'm gonna bring them and hand them out to them on the cruise instead of mailing them.
Oh, okay. You pay for it in advance. I'm gonna give it to you while you
Why
there.
are you there?
Oh, okay. I like that. Travel creates memories, milestones, and life-changing experiences. What does it mean to you to help people celebrate life through travel?
I would say, I love doing like the family trips, like the family reunions, even class reunions,
Hmm.
because you're connecting people that may not see each other all the time,
True.
and you're kind of building an experience based around what this group means. Like, just say if it's a family, even though there may be 20 adults and 7 kids, the trip may still be catered to the kids.
Oh, okay.
Because it may be, just say, spring break or whatever, kind
Hmm.
of. So you may do like Disney stuff, and I kind of get to live my inner child, like, oh,
Ah,
like let me send them over here to this theme park or some, stuff like that. So that's a lot of fun for me. And even with the class reunions, it's a lot of fun. Just putting everything together and building the itinerary.
I bet. I actually saw one of her videos, y'all, where she was on the cruise and she was
Hmm.
singing and dancing karaoke and karaoke and that's my
Listen, I get right in with them. I get right in with the people. By the end of the trip, they know me and they love me.
this is one of the I'm a New Edition fan, but this girl here is like a
Yes.
serious New Edition fan. So she was
Oh.
singing. I think that was a New Edition song y'all was singing on the
Hmm.
cruise. But tell them how many New Edition concerts
Oh my
you.
God, I don't even know. I will, every time they're on tour, I go at least 4 times.
Oh my God! Have you ever had a cruise with them yet?
Oh, that is my dream.
Oh, that would
I
be
have to find an investor to do. I want to do that cruise.
yes.
And I've actually looked into it, but I haven't just found a way yet.
Speaking it into existence,
Hmm.
y'all. We're speaking that into
Yeah,
existence.
that's
New Edition cruise.
my mama I made it moment.
She's like, Mama, I made it moment. I get it. I understand because
Hmm.
that's New Edition.
Yes.
So, for women who loves planning, hosting, and curating experiences, but haven't taken the leap into entrepreneurship yet,
Mhm.
what advice would you give them?
I would say just do it, but also do your homework, because don't just take everything that everybody tells you. There's a lot of competition in this business, and everybody is not so willing to share information. Some people gatekeep. So, or they'll tell you something that they know is not necessarily true. So,
That's bad.
I've
But
had that happen to
that's
me.
bad. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not fully a gatekeeper, but I have started to a certain
Mhm.
extent because I feel like people will take advantage of you.
Mhm.
You giving out information all the
Mhm.
time, and then when you need, they
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm.
hold back on you. So I guess you kind of gotta know who you
You
can
have to
give
find a
and gotta
balance.
find a balance in that because
Mhm.
you can't just share it all because you work
Mhm.
so hard to build
To
so much
find.
and to
Mhm.
learn all your knowledge and travel. I know you're
Yes.
just not gonna give it
Mhm.
away.
Mhm.
That's gonna be like a
But that's when you do things like even after this cruise, I consider doing like an ebook. So I'll do an ebook and it'll be cheap, like maybe $25, $30 or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But it'll be travel tips to like help somebody that may want to get into this industry.
Yeah, and that's the
Hmm.
way to go.
Yeah.
Doing ebooks and things like that, or doing like a Zoom
Hmm.
webinar, things like
Right.
that, versus just giving out your information. Because, like she said, people do gatekeep, and people don't want
Hmm.
to just give out all the information
Yeah.
unless y'all on the same team. Now that's different. If you're on the
Hmm.
same team with somebody and they don't want to
Yeah.
share, then that's a
That's different.
problem.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, let's see. How do sponsors Are you accepting sponsors for this
I
cruise?
am. I'm accepting sponsors. We don't have a lot of sponsors right now, but I'm definitely open to accepting all types of sponsors. So, hey, if y'all have a business and you want to get it out there,
What is the website? How can they find you and everything if they want to sign up, want to become a sponsor, or just want to learn some travel tips?
So the website for the cruise is thirdcoastcruise.com, and it's the number 3, not spelled out. So it's 3rdcoastcruise.com. The information is on there about sponsorships as well, the different packages. Travel tips is not.
She gatekeeping y'all on
Yeah.
a cruise.
Yeah, so if you want to know more about the travel industry, stay tuned. I'm gonna come out with that ebook in a little bit.
You said that so smooth.
Yeah.
Travel tips. I get it. I get it. You done done all this work, all this time. It's hard to get in the travel industry.
Yes.
It's hard to get into any business and start from the bottom and figure your way through, and you don't have anybody that's just sharing information. It's
And
not.
a lot of times it's about your time. Like I've had people that just randomly call me about, a trip that I'm doing, and we may start talking, and like this one lady, she lives in California, and I would give her travel tips all the time. She was a new travel agent. And so she would call me all the time, and I'm like, well, no, do it like this, like, whatever. But I have to realize that's my time. Like you're calling me
Time is
all the
money.
time. Yeah. So,
That's when I feel like somebody's taking advantage of a situation. Don't just take advantage of a situation because she knew you're nice enough to share, so she want to keep calling
all the time. Yeah,
that's not right, y'all. It's not right. What you giving back to her in the process? I know we don't we give and we're not supposed to expect things in return, but I think that's when you're like doing charity work. But when you're a business person, we're making connections.
Exactly.
We're not doing business for free. The only time we're doing business for free, like I said, we're on the same team. We're on the same team. And even then, we might still charge a discounted rate.
Right.
But we can't just work for free, y'all, because everybody, especially when you're entrepreneurs, we're all trying to get somewhere. So, y'all make sure y'all support Tiffany and everything that she's doing. Oh, don't forget to give out the Instagram.
The Instagram is Third Coast Hip Hop Voyage. Third Coast Hip Hop Voyage.
Third Coast Hip Hop Voyage. And before we go, CEOess is, we're all about AI. AI is the movement. And I offer CEOess experience to where you can set up your whole AI brand where you have AI agents, just have a whole team working for you. Because in my experience, it was hard to find a team. So if you can get your AI team to kind of help you build, and while you're being the entrepreneur, then hey, that might be the route for you. Do you use AI in anything that you're doing?
I use AI for the phone service, and I use AI a lot myself, just, answering questions just to make sure it's worded right, and, building forms. I don't know if I can say the name or not,
yes.
but
ChatGPT,
that is
baby.
my cousin.
Yes.
So I use ChatGPT for everything.
Me too.
And even when I was booking an artist, I used ChatGPT. I was like, okay, well, this is who I have now who works well with this. And ChatGPT would scan and be like, okay, well, this person may have beef with this person, so this may not be good. Look, ChatGPT was telling me the gossip. Yes. It was just like, I don't think this one will be good, but this one will. Right. Yeah, so I use ChatGPT for everything. You
gotta know how to talk to ChatGPT. It's gonna give you everything you need to know if you know how to use it. Because ChatGPT helped me even create my nonprofit organization, and somebody wanted to charge me $2,500.
Oh wow!
And I only paid the registration fees. I think that was what, $200-300, or I don't remember, but it was between $300 and $500 that I paid. But it was not $2,500. Wow. So ChatGPT can help you do pretty much anything, everything, if you just know how to research and know how to prompt it to give you the right answers. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get out of here. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited for your cruise, and I'm glad that you stepped out on faith and just listen to God and roll with it. Just listen to God and roll with it, y'all. All right. Don't forget to go to officialceos.com to learn more about what I'm doing here. If you want to interview on the podcast, Boss Woman Network, again, like I said, it's still there. Boss Woman Network owns CEOS, but it's just more in the background. CEOS is in the front because it's all about self. I'm branding me, not everybody else, but I love everybody else. But it's about me first because I got to help me before I can help anybody else. And so do you. So make sure before you try to connect and build and do all these other things with other people, make sure you building you first, your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. You know, just make sure you right within yourself before you try to work with anybody else. Because sometimes, you know, you're going through things and don't even realize those things are bleeding on the other people before you try to go work with other people. So focus on you, build up your brand, and then, hey, CEO, yes, females. And what's the travel?
Third Coast Hip Hop Voyage. The website is thirdcoastcruise.com.
And we're out of here, y'all. Bye.
Bye.